All right. Hi there, everybody, and welcome. Now, don't panic. I know we're here early, and I know it's even weirder having had to skip a bunch of stuff, but I have a goal of trying to finish up this game today. We're going to see if we can do it. I'm not sure that we'll be able to, but we're going to do our best. So, welcome to any and all of you who are here. Didn't I do this already? I distinctly remember this. Did it not load up like a latest thing? I don't think I had to fight a boss or anything. Oh, crap! Well, I did this last time! I know I did this last time. I remember this stupid guy. Because I remember talking about it. Didn't I go back and save? Did I not save afterwards? Bugger! Oh, that sucks. Shoot. I remember I killed this guy, and then my assassin lady goes and kills this dude in one shot. I must not have saved. That sucks. Well, good thing I started early. Okay. Well, now we know what to expect, so we can go relatively quickly here. Alright, let's do this. So, incidentally, I hope everybody had a good rest of the week. I know it's very exciting times. What with everything. So, incidentally, for anybody living in at least a fair portion of the U.S., I hope that you're excited for the upcoming eclipse. It's going to be happening on Monday, so it should be pretty exciting. I know I am stoked for it. I think it's going to be epic. I know I'm glad because I'm in not the totality area, but in a I think we're going to be hitting like 93% or something like that where I live. And it seems very apropos, having been playing this game for months now. I don't know exactly how long it's been, but it's been a while. Oh, WrestleMania! Nice! You gonna go see it again, Rev? I remember you mentioned last time that you went and just had a blast. You're in a perfect spot for the eclipse. Nice. Well, so are you seeing like a bunch of tourists coming by who are just there for the eclipse and stuff? Because I know with us, because of where we are, we're in kind of this weird spot of again where we have a really good view for it, but even so, like some of my coworkers are going slightly north and west so that they can see the totality eclipse, which I think is cool. All I know is that we were super smart and we got our eclipse glasses like 2 weeks ago. Because our library is now completely out of them. So we're very smart. Ah, fucker. I'm gonna have to heal here. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that you're going to get a huge number of tourists there, Rev. Now, I don't think we have... Well, yeah, we can't do it anyway. But this should provide the moon stuff. don't know that I'll be able to do much else besides this. Hang on, I just got a text from someone. Ooh, fun. Ah, shoot, I can't do anything, unfortunately, so we will just attack. Now, I don't think that we are expected to get too many folks around here, just because, I mean, why would we? Basically. We're a super, super small town, so it's not the type of thing that one would expect. But I'm still excited about it. I know I'm not gonna take time off work, but because I work from home, I'll be able to like head outside and look around at least a little bit. So I'm pretty excited for it. Okay, so we can't do the dash strike, but we can do this. Now we need... I don't know if... Well, it doesn't matter because we can't do poison, but what we can do is this, and then he can grab poison. There we go. Okay. And now we got a bunch of poison and other stuff. Perfect. Ah, shoot! Wrong person. Well, Zane's gonna die. Told you Zane was gonna die. I don't think I've ever actually used that. I did forget that he's a bard, though. Or, basically. Speaking of, I think I mentioned it before, but, my... What's it called? My new character that I'm playing as in Baldur's Gate is a bard. I went to the dark side, and I mean that literally. I went dirge and bard. So I know it's kind of stereotypical at this point, but I'm excited for it. So I think it's fun. Tax has done it too, and then the Eclipse. That is a lot of stuff. But so Rev, you didn't watch the WrestleMania thing in person, right? It's not one of those that you saw. Because I know you've done that before. Let's see here. Shoot. What I need is poison. She doesn't have enough to get rid of it all. So here's what we'll do. Because this heals people, so we'll do that. Oh, just watching it on streaming. Yeah, I know it's been said over and over and over, but this whole thing with the obsession with streaming and basically it's become cable now, or what cable was. It's just ridiculous. So here, let's skip this. We know what happens. She does her little teleport, and then, like, oh, it's the super stereotypical, like, nerd thing where it's just like, oh, sensei, I must go all out this one time. Huh, stab! And she did it. And she's happy now. Yay, she killed the thing that killed her people. And now the little bird comes, and the bird guy does all of his little slashy things. Because we're not capable of destroying this ourselves, because it does not enough damage. Blah, 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 blah. You know, for the streaming stuff, I find myself rewatching things way more than I find myself watching new stuff. And I think it's mostly because I need it for noise, like to help me fall asleep or just to keep me focused on work and things, because I already know what's going on, so I don't have to actually pay attention. I just don't have a lot of time to spend paying attention to things that I haven't seen. Don't get me wrong, I try to watch new stuff, I really do, but it's just hard. Plus, I'm trying to get into new hobbies, which I really shouldn't be doing because I already don't have time for all the hobbies I've got. So, yeah. Incidentally, I was thinking the other day about counting the various hobbies that I've got, and there's just too many. Far too many. Oh, that's the problem. I can't get back to the save. That's why I didn't do it. I just straight up went, like, whatever. Oh, I remember this! Because they're just like, oh, they won't bother you. It's fine. But see, I remember this. I could have sworn that I did that thing. Because I rested. I remember I got the question pack. We can maybe cook. Oh, I thought I used an item. Now, was EA always into WWE Rev? Or is that something that you got her into? Because I think I mentioned it a while ago that I ended up kind of breaking down, and I got the 2K24 WWE game. I've been having fun with it, I admit. I mean, I appreciate the bombasticness, and I mean, really, if you're going to stand there and say that professional wrestlers do not have some form of athleticism, you have not seen what they can do. I never understood people who use that argument, because they are insanely athletic. And playing in the game is just kind of fun, because I'm just like, hey, I recognize that person. I've seen them on the Twitters, or, sorry, on X. Apologize. Dead naming the website. I'll be canceled before the stream is out. I did save. Yes, I just did the thing. So yeah, there was a thing where they had the little shop, and I rested, went out, saved, so we're good. Oh, she got herself into it. Well, that's cool. I mean, I know the female wrestling thing has gotten way more popular, but I assume it's mostly popular with men, because have you seen the way they dress? Like, okay, I get it. It's, you know, this whole thing with, you know, you have to be able to move and wiggle and stuff. It's like you see the, there's a famous picture that went around a while ago with the male and female beach volleyball teams. Like, the males wear like shorts down to their knees, but the females wear like bikini bottoms. It's like, seriously? You need that for movement? No, you don't. Oh, here we go. We finally get to fight What's-Her-Face. Is it bigger with women? Oh, cool. Well, you know, F me, right? See, this is why I'm not in marketing or anything else. Oh, incidentally, I also got all of my hair cut. I don't know if you all noticed. Oh, hang on. I gotta see if I need to plug in my batteries here. It's one of my many hobbies. Incidentally, after Alessandrelli, I have a feeling that's a reference to something, but I'm not going to bother trying to figure out what it is. Oh, cool. We get an actual cinematic. There she is, all corrupted. So she is the former solar solstice warrior that came before us. And apparently, so at the beginning of the game, you choose which of these two you want to play as, Zale or Luna. And this type of stuff doesn't make a difference. I picked Luna, or Valerie, and the Sun Solstice Warrior went crazy. But apparently, if you pick the Sun guy, Zane, then the Lunar dude isn't the one who goes nuts. It's literally a complete, not even aesthetic choice, because you can still swap everybody out. Makes zero difference. Kind of frustrating. I recognize Solstice Warrior vermin. Vermin which must be eradicated. That is true. Male wrestlers wear a lot less. Because I've seen some of the female wrestlers are in like full body suits. Let's see. That is going to be best. I don't know if... I mean, it's the closest I've got. I don't think this doubles it, though. Yeah, it doesn't double the hammer. Okay, so she just kind of head bonks us together. Here, let's... One thing I've been doing oddly throughout this entire game is not doing a good job of balancing out how I am using my magic abilities. Because the fact is that you should be using your magic abilities consistently, because if you use them consistently, then you will be able to do more damage more efficiently. Because that way, when you do the regular attacks, you refill your magic gauge, and then you're good to go. So like now, I've got it set up well because Best, whoever, he does blunt damage, so now he can just bop him, refill some stuff, and we've undone the locks. And now we can go back to Valerie, do a regular attack, because that's all it needs. And now we can just refill Rashawn's stuff, or rather clone of Rashawn. I'm still wondering if we're ever going to see the real Archivist again, because we've not seen him for quite a while here. Let's do Lunar Shield, because that'll give us a nice boost here. Baest. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce apostrophes, okay? I apologize. It's not my thing to pronounce apostrophes. I am legit worried right now, though, because I feel like there's something really dangerous that's about to happen here. Wherein, like, he's simply not doing enough. The bad person is not doing enough stuff. And so the other shoe is going to drop and we're just going to get completely boned. I'm really scared. Either way, I actually debated streaming the WWE 2K13 thing, or is it 2K14? Or not 14, 23, 24. Because I'm, of all things, I'm playing the what's it called, the story mode, because there's a story mode where you have the whole make your own character and then build out and go and go, and it's great because you can make them fat. So I was like, score! He looks like me. Great, absolutely wonderful. I approve quite handedly. Okay, there we go. Now we got something. And we don't really have much of a combo that can help us. Let's do this. Okay, knife and poison we can get with her. See, if I can just prevent most of these lock attacks, I should be good. I believe. While at the same time refilling my character's stuff here. Okay, poison, poison. Nope. Poison and double poison and arcane. Oh, here's what we can do. We can do a disorient. So that'll give us some time. And then we can do this. We're at like the very end of the game, and I'm finally learning some of the stuff that I can do to make it work well for me. Awesome. Okay, don't get me started on the whole mythos bullcrap. I have literally been trying to deal with that for years, and I still don't know what's appropriate. Because I Googled it, I looked it up in the OED, and it said mythos. Okay, see, now we're going to see the second form. This isn't even my final form, etc., etc. This makes more sense. It makes sense that it's based off the word myth. So you would have mythos, mythos. But again, to this day, don't care. Just whatever. Mythos. I just, deal with it. And just be like, what ifs? Who cares? Now the problem is that this can't be the last boss. Because we still have the Fleshmancer himself that we have to deal with. Okay, more damage. Good to know. Just saving up my MP a little bit here. Okay, what do we got? Sword, poisoned, and one. So let's do a disorient. Get rid of that. And then we can just do a straight up this. And we're good. So I have not accepted the invite yet. No. As far as the class I want to do, I don't know. I mean, we've got everything available, right? As far as like all of the books. So there's just so many options. Um, I was kind of thinking maybe an artificer, but that feels too like meh, for lack of a better term. Oh bugger! Not gonna be able to do this, am I? Just got sun and moon, but we don't have, and I can't do a disorient. Shoot. I don't think there's anything that we can do here. If anything, that gives me a moon, not a sun. Because she did it. Okay. Well, now I can do the solstice strike. I'll do it. And then we can do this. Let's call in. Let's do some healing. What are you thinking, Rev? As far as a class thing to do? Do you have any thoughts as yet? That's just that. Oh, that's right, Dwarven Forge Cleric. You mentioned that. Should be a good one. I think it'll work well. Well, everybody's healed up pretty good. Let's just do this. So, I was thinking about doing something a little bit more simple, like maybe doing a fighter or a barbarian, just like get some heavy damage, easy to play type of thing. But that's the other one. I was leaning towards sorcerer. I kind of want to do sorcerer just because of the wild magic shtick, because I love doing the wild magic shtick. It's just fun for me. And I think that would be a blast. Both literally and metaphorically. So I might go that route. It's really a tough call though, because there's a lot of good stuff out there. Okay, we need to do a solstice strike. That. Oh, that's true. We got a newbie. So yeah, that's not a really good idea. I take that back. I won't be doing that. It does not make good sense to do. It would be fun, but I think what other kind of classic stuff could work well. I remember vague tellings of bad DM in real life, but I don't remember any of the specifics. But to be fair, I know Lags is a good DM. At least everything I've heard, which is obviously limited to a handful of experiences, hearsay. Promised opportunity. Oh, are you gonna, like, blow her up? Oh, Grody. Oh, is he back now? Hey, the real guy is here. I was wondering if he was gonna come back. Oh no, final surprise. Freaking final. There's always a final surprise. Ah, World Eater. Good thing we have our ultimate weapons. I mean, when it comes to tabletop gaming, there's really nothing worse than a bad GM. And their entire job is to make the experience good and fun for everybody. We can feel everything now. Just so much for us to do. So many words. So wait, are we like setting up a sequel now? Is that the shtick? This feels kind of like one of the Marvel multiverse movies, where just like, you know, at the end of it, it's like, hey, we saved the universe. Also, there's like 8 billion other universes. Can you handle those too? Oh. To be fair, Homie has been alive for like thousands of years, so this being his life honor is pretty impressive. See, now I'm gonna have to look through all my D&D stuff to see what I want to play. Oh wait, that's it? Oh. Yay! we did it! Oh. Wait, is that the big bad guy? Do we have to fight that thing? I feel like we might have to fight that thing. I don't remember fighting this thing. Wait, what? Is this seriously how they do the final boss fight? I'm sorry, it's just... Really? Like, really? Oh, Super Beam! This is very reminiscent of G. Darius, which incidentally is my favorite bullet heck game. It was originally on the PlayStation, the original PlayStation, the PS1. Which I maintain is properly called the PSX. Because the PS1 was that little derpy one that they released. That was like... whatever. There's a little derpy white one that like nobody bought. But now apparently we got guns. We got all the things that we need to survive the bullet heck. So, seriously though? Was that the final boss? Did they just want to do something completely different? Is that it? I mean, I don't even get to do any more pew-pewing. Well, at least I get a bit of an epilogue. This is cute. So many people. You know, considering that this is like an indie game, it's surprising to see that there are so many people involved in it. Now, I imagine a fair number of these folks are... So she's the one I was trying to find, incidentally, a while ago. But no, this is a lot of people. I'm guessing a lot of them are related to like porting and distribution and stuff like that. But you think of a game like this, you think, oh yeah, this was made by a team of like maybe 10 people. At least in the current era. I don't know. I mean, it does have a lot of stuff. The thing is that it also has a fair amount of bloat. You know, like the whole cooking thing. It doesn't really fit too well. It's not overly necessary. I'm just trying to remember who all these people are. I don't remember. I'm just waiting to see, like, the Wheels team. Oh, backers. Yeah, this was a Kickstarter, so... Woohoo! Look at all those backers. That's impressive. Don't get me wrong, it's great to see games like this coming out, and I love seeing these old school, like ye old Final Fantasy and Chrono inspired games coming out, and more importantly, doing so well. I think it's wonderful. Jeez! Holy free holies. Like, it is very linear, but there's a lot of stuff in it. Oh man. I'm glad that they have an ultra speed option for this. I can't imagine waiting to scroll through the entirety of all of this. So many backers. Okay, we made it to Z on that one. It appears they're going alphabetically. Oh, Carl! I'm just saying, legit, I am still heartbroken about the whole thing with Garl. I thought that they were going to pull some bullcrap, Deus Ex Machina that mofo. I am legitimately happy that my expectations were subverted. Ah, Teeks. Oh, the Warrior Cook's birthday. God. Oh. Seriously though, like, come on. Warrior Cook. Alright, I put it to anybody. Garl is the only true bro that has ever been seen in any RPG. Just saying. Incidentally, our theory is that the Artificer is a direct reference to Chrono Trigger because of the frog character. Is it a statue of the two of us? Or is it of Garl? Oh no, it's the sun and moon. And a big bowl. Don't know why maybe they're baking bread. I wonder if they have a New Game Plus. I know I didn't finish all the side quests. Okay, speak of the devil. Oh, this thing is active now. Okay. Interesting. So see, now I got a little star. Incidentally, it's a silver star, which implies that there may be other more precious colors available. Oh, but this teleports us back to the front so that we don't have to go through all the rest of that crap. So just real quick, I want to head out to the Moorlands. Incidentally, you know what this means? You all need to help me figure out what I'm going to play next. I have nothing specific on the docket, nothing specific in the pipes, just like a bunch of random games that I've been doing. So I've got Dave the Diver, which is a fun one. I've been doing RoboQuest, which is a cool roguelike where you're a giant robot and you go around shooting stuff to try and help humanity. I've also got, what else do I got? I've got, again, the wrestling game that I mentioned, which is pretty interesting. I've got, what else? I've got the other things. What else have I been playing? I like Dave the Diver. I've got the new Armored Core, the what's it called? The Fires of Rubicon, I think it is. Oh, Twitch plays Baldur's Gate 3? Oh, Lord. That would take forever. Just have to wait for, like, Rev and May to give all of the stuff. I mean, it is true. I've not streamed Baldur's Gate. It would be interesting to see what happens. I wonder how it would go. Okay, so it said the Moorlands. I don't remember where the Moorlands are. I don't even know how to set up Twitch Plays stuff. Although I will say with all of the stuff I've done, I did this a while ago where I played like Mario RPG, the original, I should say, and a couple of other things with an eye to well, fun, but the retro feel. So have my like N64, SNES be available so I can like play proper type of thing. We can just do polls. I just got to think of good options. I mean, mostly I want to make sure that I can do things that people would enjoy. That's really what it boils down to, at least from my perspective. I know that most of the time people don't care, but I care. I want to do stuff that people would want to see. I don't want to do a bunch of garbage that only interests myself. That's no fun. At least I feel like it's no fun. Now, why am I back with the clone dude? Oh, that's right, because I went back to before I beat the boss guy. Okay, Moorlands. The problem is that I can't figure out where this stuff was. And I remember for a while I did the randomized stuff too. Like I did a randomized Link to the Past. That was really fun. I really enjoyed that. I'm not very good at it though. And that's the problem, is that I love playing these older school games, but folks who are able to speedrun them in like 15 minutes or whatever kind of ruin the experience for anybody who wants to watch. Sucks. Wait, there I go? But there I go for what? Which one? I suggested like 8 things. Maybe it's on Sleeper Island. Mormons. I honestly don't remember. Moorlands. There we go. Oh, well, yeah, the poll would certainly be nice, but that's why I'm trying to debate what I could populate the poll with. One thing that I will admit I'm kind of sad about is I don't have the Helldivers. I know that's like the hot button thing. Everybody's doing it, and frankly, it looks really cool. But I don't have it. Not to mention, I would just be noise in a sea of people who care. Oh, you did one. Awesome. Thanks, Rev. I mean, there's also Pal World. That's cooled off a little bit. Maybe I can, make it good with that. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got. What do you mean it's inactive? I had like an entire little cinematic scene about how it's active. Are these just showing me side quests that I haven't finished? What the... What? Is that the dude who collects the rainbow conchs? Because I ain't finishing that. Okay, I'm simply not doing it. I'm sorry, I refuse to do it. See, the problem is that the lead person has to be one of the Solstice Warriors, so I'm not really sure what to do here. I legit have no idea. And I don't think I have the ability to just, fly out. And I'm guessing that it's not inherently bonus content as we are used to seeing. I imagine that it's more of, what's it called? It's more of just hey, here's some cool stuff to do. Or here's some information and behind the scenes, whatever, pictures and whatnots. Oh, and speaking of game polls, I saw a post the other day of games that people missed, games people really wanted to play, and several people mentioned Marvel Heroes, and it made me legit nostalgic. I was like, oh man. I loved it so much. I really miss that game. Marvel Heroes was the shiznit, yo. I'm just saying. Now, here's the other question. If it's going to be BG3, does that mean that we're looking at BG3 like the Twitch plays? And if so, are we doing honor mode? Because that would be kind of brutal. I'm just saying. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's see here. Poll in the chat. Poll in the chat. I don't see a poll in the chat. Rev, where is this poll in the chat? It ended already. I feel like this was a poll that was conducted not to the standards of common poll taking of various sorts. So here's what we'll do. We will take some things here. Okay, we will do this and then do another. Sure, go ahead and do another, Rev. As long as it's above board. So help me, if it's not above board, you'll have heck to pay. Heck to pay, I tell ya. Alright, hang on 1 second. Let me do this real quick. Oh, oops. Never mind. I did the wrong thing. Yes, I want to remove that. We want to do a window. Where is my window? Window. Okay, and this and there we go. Okay. Hang on, let me do this. Yoink. There, fits perfectly. 3 minutes to vote. Oh my god. There's nothing in the chat. Oh, there's the current poll. No. Wait. Current poll. The honor is dead. Wait, this is different. Honor is dead. There, I voted. So apparently it's going to be BG3. Now, I don't know if my computer is going to blow up. That's the problem here. I honestly do not know if I will be able to stream BG3. As my computer might explode. So, in the meantime, let's try to make a character. This should be fun. Okay, let's use our character mancer. Dun, da, da, dun. Let's zoom in a little bit so that we can all see what's going on. Okay. For anybody unfamiliar, this is Roll20. So see, we got look at all these races. There's just too many races. Look at all that. It's ridiculous. I kind of want to do a turtle because the turtles are fun. Like they're like super Master Oogway. I like that. But that's the thing. I don't know if I want to do like something goofy or if I want to do something that's a little bit more like serious. But turtle just seems awesome. The Yuan-ti are really neat too. Those are the snake people. Mushroom folk are fun just because you're a giant mushroom. Like, come on. It's awesome. Goliath is classic. If I want to go fighter, barbarian, it's tough to go wrong with a Goliath, frankly. But that's what I mean. There's so many choices now. It's really tough to figure out what to do. You could do a creepy, dark gnome dude. Okay, so for the purpose of argument, let's go with a turtle. Do MMOM, which I believe is Mordekin's Multiverse of Monsters. All right, and let's just do kind of something generic. Let's do con. Let's do intelligence and wisdom, I guess. Alignment will be neutral good. You're medium or small. I would like to be small. Language, I will speak that. And because I am small, I will speak halfling. I got claws. I can do that stuff. Let's see. I get help in perception because perception is always very helpful. Now, most important thing, the class. Look at all of these classes, people. This is ridiculous. So many classes. Artificer, fun. You get to build stuff, blow things up. Barbarian, fun. You get to smash stuff. Bard, fun. You get to sling insults at your enemy and literally harm their self-worth until they die. How can you go against that? Cleric, you get to be like, hey, my god says you should be healed. Boop, healed, done. Druid, hey, my god is the forest. The forest says you should be healed. Boop, done. Fighter, I know not who I am. I know I must kill. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Monk, I am very peaceful. I am very stoic until I punch you in the face multiple times. Paladin, my god has charged me to defend the defenseless by way of smashing you with a magical blade that will sear your soul. Fun times. Ranger, I like to live in the woods and talk to animals. Rogue, I want to stab people as many times as possible without them seeing me. Whether that stabbing is through a dagger or through an arrow. Sorcerer, I just want to F up the world with all of my wacky magic. Warlock, I didn't want to bother learning how to do magic, so I just paid somebody to essentially get my soul or whatever so I can do magic whenever I want. Wizard, I'm a giant nerd who read a bunch of books, and now I can do magic. That's the basic summary of all the classes. Well, yeah, and that's why I kind of skipped over to the class thing, Rev. I just went like whatever with all that stuff. Because want to buy 1d10 cantrip willing to sell soul? Yeah, that's what I mean. That's basically what the warlocks do. So my first BG3 playthrough was a monk. And honestly, it was pretty fun. I liked it. I had a good time with it. I'm currently doing a bard in BG3. Druid is an interesting one. It's not one you see a lot because I like the wild shape thing. So that could be a neat thing to do. And plus you get some supplementary healing stuff, which is nice. And you get to talk about Mother Earth and be like a legit granola crunching, non-bathing motherfudger that nobody likes to be around. But yeah, and then I'm trying to think what all they use. Fighter is strength, I believe. The monk is wisdom. No, dex. Paladin, I think, is wisdom. Ranger is dex. Rogue is dex. Sorcerer is charisma. Warlock is int. No, Warlock is charisma. Wizard is int. I believe Artificer is See, that's what I mean. I'm not. See, now looking at it, I'm kind of leaning Druid. I kind of want to do the wild shape thing. Just because I have never played a Druid. In my years of doing D&D, I've never done Druid. And I think it would be cool to get into the wild shape stuff and have that really distinctive nature shtick going. Yeah, the Circle of the Moon for the wild shape stuff. I know it's, if you go Druid, it's stereotypical to go Circle of the Moon. Don't get me wrong. But again, it's something that I would like to do, and I think it would be cool. Plus, I played through BG3, and I'm a fan of Daddy Helson. Excuse me. Making it PG-13 here. So I think that would be pretty fun. And I mean, they commune with nature at a much deeper level than Rangers. Ranger, incidentally, fun fact, was the first character that I ever played when I played D&D. Not to mention, it works well with a turtle. I can see a druid turtle. That makes good sense. Because see, if we take a look at the turtle, where our home's on our back, they're always just kind of wandering around. Then, let's see here. You got claws, which is sweet. You could potentially do a monk because you can do clawed unarmed strikes, which is kind of fun. Natural armor is great for monks as well, incidentally. But see, nature's intuition, the defense, and just kind of the whole shtick of a turtle just works for a druid. I think it makes sense. So I'll probably do that. I'll probably do the turtle thing. So let's move on here. Yeah, strength and whiz. And incidentally, I just want to see like a super beefcake turtle just like walking really slowly up to a door and then just being like, and it just blows up. That'll be awesome. All right, so I still got a little bit of time before I have to go, so we are going to try something. It might break the world being my setup here that we got, but we're going to do it nonetheless. So let's see how this goes. The more important thing is I don't know how long it can remain stable if it does remain stable. But let's find out. Here we go. Yeah, I do worry about the magic blue smoke. I'm ready. It's okay. I'm a firefighter now. So I'm only a volunteer firefighter, but I've got my I've got my official little pager, so that, well, I can be called to a fire. I can't really do anything else but see. So yeah, I generally keep it off because there's not really much I can do. I like the fact that we're not seeing a huge amount of lag. That's a very good sign. Hang on one second. Let me adjust this a little bit. Not entirely certain how much we might be missing here on all sides. Because I have this set for my like ultra super widescreen thing. So it's a bit misproportioned. I would have to mess with that a little bit if I'm going to do the streaming thing. But again, this is just testing. Just see how it is. I doubt that anybody really wants to do much more than this here. I don't really want to stretch it because that just looks stupid. Now, incidentally, I am playing on custom difficulty because after completing the game, I was like, oh, cool, let's do it. Oh, man, that looks wonky. Yeah, no stretchy. No stretchy. So I am doing the Dark Urge. For anybody familiar with the game, I'm doing a Dark Urge bard play. And I'm here in the Grove, having recruited Shart, Asterion, and Gale. I really didn't want to get Gale, but he convinced me to. It's like, a wizard is good to have. So I was like, fine, you can come along. Just don't break anything. But I just started this play like earlier this week, basically. But I could certainly restart and do a new one just for the stream. Because, I mean, without a doubt, this would be something that would stream for a very long time. The biggest issue is that it would, it would take a long time, but also it would be just difficult. Oh, really? Fought off a hobgoblin? F you.
You were witnessed assaulting someone. You'll get it for the cells.
It's okay, I'm a bard. Boosh!
They believe you. For now.
I shot a child in the face and it's no big deal. Oh, man. How many games can you think of where you can just shoot a child and make it all good? You can't do it. Oddly enough, one of people's biggest complaints about Skyrim. Oh, you can't kill the kids. Really? That's the problem you have with it? That's the problem you have? But yeah, it seems pretty good. So that's nice. What I'll probably do, if you guys really want to see this, because again, this is an investment. This is not something that you take lightly. This is something that I would effectively have like a session 0 to do the design and concept for the character and then just sort of move ahead. Obviously not going for any sort of speed running or anything like that. I would just play. I would probably do some custom difficulty stuff. So I don't know if I can, yeah, we can see it here. So you see, I've got the aggression and character power at Explorer, but then the loadouts and mechanics at Tactician I want to see all of the cool stuff, but I want to be able to make sure that I can survive all of it. I also cranked up the proficiency so that I can help with all of my uh, all of my roles. And yeah, it's again, I know it's kind of cheesy, but I wanted to have a bit of an easier time. So I think that it would be cool. But yeah, I would make a new character. That said, it is time for me to go. Oh, naming my turtle. Oh, that I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to figure it out. Probably something along the lines of Yordle, Yordle the turtle, maybe something.
Remember our deal now.
There's the Yordle, Yortle, something. Oh wait, I am legit curious what happens if I shoot this squirrel. This squirrel is a bish. He kept telling me that I couldn't do stuff. I refuse to believe that. Also, I'm a dragonborn, so I get ice breath. Or rather, that is the breath I picked. Because I took the silver one. But, okay. That said, I've got to get going. I've got some random stuff I need to do. But I'm stoked. I'm legit excited to do a BG3 playthrough. Because it is legitimately an amazing game. And, I mean, after Sea of Stars, don't get me wrong, Sea of Stars is good. But getting into something so meaty like Baldur's Gate, I think that'll be a fun time. Even if it's only an hour at a time. But yeah, you all take care of yourselves. Have a great rest of the weekend. Take care and stay safe. Wednesday, as of right now, I don't have any plans. I don't have any late work meetings or anything like that. I will say in 2 weeks, so not this coming week, but the week after, I'm going to be out of town. So I'm not going to be able to stream. It's the week of like the 15th to the 18th, right around there, something. So I'm going to be out of town and I won't be able to stream. But other than that, I should be here. I should be available. So hopefully we'll see everybody. But yeah, excuse me. In the meanwhile, you all have fun, stay safe, be well, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye.